Truong Lam was born on May 15, 1995, in Vietnam, in a family with no immediate ties to professional sports, but where physical activity was valued. From a young age, Lam demonstrated an exceptional level of energy and athleticism, which his parents encouraged by enrolling him in a local swimming club at the age of 6. His early years in swimming were focused on learning the basic techniques of the sport, and he quickly exhibited an aptitude for the water. His dedication to swimming was evident even in his youth, and he began to show promise in local competitions by the age of 9. Lam's family played a supportive role in his development, attending competitions and helping to nurture his interest in the sport. As he grew older, Lam's natural talent began to shine through, and he quickly became known as one of the top young swimmers in his region. His disciplined approach to training and determination to improve caught the attention of local coaches, leading to his inclusion in the provincial swimming team by the time he was 12 years old. Through years of rigorous training, Truong Lam developed his strengths in freestyle and butterfly events. His training focused on building both his stamina and speed in the water, and by his teenage years, Lam had earned recognition at the national level for his performances in youth swimming competitions. By the age of 15, he had already won a series of medals at national youth championships, making his mark as a promising swimmer for the future. Career breakthrough and peak. Truong Lam's breakthrough in competitive swimming came when he was 18 years old. After years of steady improvement, he qualified for his first major international competition, the Southeast Asian Games, SEA Games. At the 2013 SEA Games in Myanmar, Lam made an impressive debut, winning his first medal in the 200-meter freestyle event. The result was a significant achievement, not only marking his arrival on the regional swimming scene but also signaling the potential for greater success in the years to come. In the following years, Lam continued to grow as a swimmer, gradually gaining recognition for his performance in middle-distance freestyle events. His first major peak came at the 2015 Southeast Asian Games, where he secured multiple medals, including gold in the 200-meter freestyle and silver in the 100-meter freestyle. The success at these regional competitions helped solidify his reputation as one of the top swimmers in Southeast Asia, and it was clear that Lam was poised to represent Vietnam on the world stage. His success at the SEA Games was accompanied by impressive performances at the Asian Swimming Championships. In 2016, Truong Lam earned a silver medal in the 200 meters freestyle, narrowly missing out on gold but still making a mark at the continental level. This event showcased his growing abilities against some of the best swimmers from across Asia, and his silver medal was a testament to his dedication and improvement in the sport. With each passing year, Lam continued to refine his technique, focusing on improving his stroke efficiency and turn speed, which ultimately allowed him to compete with the region's best swimmers. Lam's performances at the 2017 SEA Games in Malaysia were another peak in his career, where he not only defended his gold medal in the 200 meters freestyle but also set a new national record. This record-breaking achievement earned him widespread recognition in Vietnam, and he was hailed as a national hero in the swimming community. His victory in the 200-meter freestyle marked the pinnacle of his competitive swimming career to date, and he was also awarded the title of the most outstanding male swimmer at the SEA Games for his exceptional performances. Main achievements and legacy. Truong Lam's career was defined by his consistency and ability to rise to the occasion at the most important events. Over the course of his career, he became one of the most decorated swimmers in Vietnam, accumulating numerous medals across regional competitions, especially at the SEA Games. His triumphs in the 200-meter freestyle event were particularly notable, as he consistently dominated in this distance over the years. The gold medal he won at the 2017 SEA Games in the 200-meter freestyle remains one of the highlights of his career and cemented his status as one of Southeast Asia's top swimmers. Lam's achievements were not confined to the SEA Games. His performances at the Asian Swimming Championships were also noteworthy, where he consistently competed for podium spots in freestyle events. His silver medal at the 2016 Asian Swimming Championships was an important achievement in his career, as it marked his ability to compete at the continental level. Lam's improvement and consistency in international competitions demonstrated the effectiveness of his rigorous training and his commitment to becoming a top-level swimmer. In addition to his success in individual events, Lam also contributed to the success of Vietnam's relay teams. His strong performances in the 4x200-meter freestyle relay and 4x100-meter freestyle relay helped Vietnam secure multiple medals at regional and continental competitions. Lam's contributions to the relay teams showed that he was a well-rounded swimmer capable of excelling in both individual and team events. Truong Lam's legacy extends beyond his medal count. He is widely regarded as one of the best swimmers to represent Vietnam in recent years. Inspiring a new generation of swimmers in the country, his dedication to the sport, his relentless pursuit of excellence, and his willingness to sacrifice for his goals have made him a role model for aspiring athletes. His success story has inspired countless young swimmers in Vietnam to take up the sport, and his impact on Vietnamese swimming will be felt for years to come. Challenges and final years. Like many elite athletes, Truong Lam faced challenges as he continued his swimming career. As he entered his late 20s, the natural process of aging and increased competition from younger swimmers began to pose new hurdles. Despite these challenges, Lam remained committed to the sport and continued to train with the same intensity that had brought him success in earlier years. In 2020, Lam faced a particularly difficult year due to the global COVID-19 pandemic, which led to the postponement of several major international events, including the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. This disruption in the competitive swimming calendar made it difficult for many athletes, including Lam, to maintain peak physical condition. Although the pandemic impacted his training schedule and competition opportunities, Lam remained focused on his goals and continued his training, hoping to make a strong return once the global situation improved. As the pandemic subsided, Lam's performances in regional events began to slow, and his results at the 2021 SEA Games and 2022 Asian Swimming Championships were not as dominant as they had been in previous years. The emergence of new, young talent in the swimming pool also made it more challenging for Lam to maintain his top-tier status. Despite this, Lam continued to compete, maintaining his reputation as a skilled and experienced swimmer, even though he was no longer as dominant as in his peak years. Retirement and post-swimming life. In 2023, Truong Lam announced his retirement from competitive swimming after over 15 years in the sport. The decision to retire was a bittersweet one for Lam, as he had spent much of his life dedicated to swimming and had achieved numerous accomplishments. However, he felt that it was time to step away from the sport and focus on other aspects of his life. His retirement marked the end of an era for Vietnamese swimming, as he had been one of the most successful and respected swimmers in the country's history. After his retirement, Lam expressed an interest in coaching and mentoring younger swimmers. He also became involved in various charity initiatives and sports development programs in Vietnam, seeking to give back to the sport that had shaped his life. In addition, Lam pursued higher education and explored opportunities in business and sports administration. Though he no longer competes in the pool, Truong Lam remains an influential figure in Vietnamese swimming. His contributions to the sport, his inspiring career, and his dedication to his nation have left an indelible mark on the swimming community in Vietnam. As he transitions into life after competitive swimming, Lam's legacy as one of Vietnam's greatest swimmers continues to inspire the next generation of athletes.